Alright, so we're back and I'm continuing on and doing all the reviews at once, so just in case you're wondering if there's any continuity to this, yes! If you didn't get the hint last time. So last time I showed you the comedic westerns that I got um, in my pawn shop haul, and I told you at the end there that one of these that I didn't mention actually kind of fits more into the family film genre than it does into the Western genre. But there are aspects of it that are very much Western. Not just because there are so many scenes in the desert or anything, but the characters are very much Western characters, and the story is very much a Western type of story with mythology, albeit different mythology than you're used to seeing in a Western. But, it's I think it kind of fits into the Western genre, but for video purposes, I put it in with the family films because it really is more of a family film, and that film that I'm talking about is, of course, Holes on DVD, widescreen from Walt Disney. Yeah, I know a lot of people actually really don't like this, but honestly, Holes is a pretty damn good movie. I was actually surprised when I saw this because it looked like it was just another straight to DVD type thing that Disney had done, where they took a bunch of child actors who didn't know what the hell they were doing and made some crappy movie that nobody would care about. In reality, it's actually pretty damn good. I mean, I was shocked. This is actually a really good movie. One of the things that surprised me about this movie is the fact that Sigourney Weaver is one of the main characters, and she plays the villain in this, and she really does a really good job. Needless to say, I was pleasantly surprised by this one. Sadly, it also stars a little guy named Shia LaBeouf before he ever became a big star. You can tell it was before he ever became a big star because you will not find his name anywhere on this case, which is something I absolutely love about this DVD. But, this is one of those movies that I actually kind of liked him in. Back when he was not well known and not a Hollywood star, he actually kind of was a pretty good actor. Sort of, especially when he was sticking to his comedic roles, because that's where I feel like he belonged. He was really a decent comedic actor, and this movie really shows that off pretty well. The DVD is kind of interesting because, okay, so you got that normal cover, and then you turn it sideways, and you got holes, but then, wait for it, yeah, the back cover is sideways. It's kind of weird, but interesting. Anyways, whether or not you saw that price tag, got it for $2, and the disc isn't in great shape, but I tested it and it plays, and well, I guess that says more about the fact that this is definitely a family movie, because those are the DVDs that always get played to hell and back. Next thing I got is another Disney movie, but it's actually a Disney classic. Actually, it's a couple of Disney classics if you look at it in a certain way, and that is the Parent Trap 2 movie collection. Now, the thing about this set is, yeah, I picked up the Parent Trap. Got a problem about it? I don't have a problem with it. This is the original Parent Trap. The original Parent Trap is one of the best movies Disney has ever freaking made. I don't care what you say. The story is just timeless. It's great. I remember watching this as a kid and loving it, and it's the freaking Parent Trap. I got it for about $5.50, I think, and then I realized afterwards, after I looked, that Best Buy actually had it cheaper for $4.99. So yeah, if that deal is still on, check this out because it contains the Parent Trap and the Parent Trap 2. And no, the Parent Trap 2 is not the Lindsay Lohan remake. It is actually a TV movie that was made for TV for the Disney Channel in 1986 or something like that. 1986, 1987. And actually starred Haley Mills, the original actor from the original film. And as I remember, it wasn't really that good, but it wasn't horrible either. The main reason you picked this up, kind of like the main reason I picked up Maverick and Wild Wild West, is because it had Maverick on it. I picked this up because it had the original Parent Trap on it. And originally I was concerned because I had seen that on Amazon they list this just as being in full screen. Do not be concerned about that, people. The fact of the matter is that the original movie is actually in the proper widescreen format. It is the Parent Trap 2 that is in full screen. And it's in full screen because it was a made-for-TV movie. Of course it's in full screen. One of the interesting things about this set is the way that they decided to do the set. And that is that you get the first disc here, and then you get the second disc here. It's a 2-disc set. It's nice. For $5, come on, yeah. But what's interesting is the first disc is both movies on one disc, and it's not a dual-sided disc. It's not a flipper disc. It's just one disc. Most likely dual-layered, especially since it's Walt Disney. I mean, I haven't checked it out yet, so I don't know what the quality is. I'm assuming it's pretty good, though, because it's Walt Disney. But it's interesting that they would put the both movies on one disc. I'm not too concerned about it, but that is interesting. And then the second disc is entirely special features, and there are quite a few special features on here. Caught in the Act, The Making of the Parent Trap, The Sherman Brothers featurette about award-winning songwriters, Let's Get Together music video, Lost Treasures, Who's the Twin, 1961 Disney studio album. I'm curious about that one. Is that the entire album? I don't know. Kimball and Swift, The Disney Years. Director David Swift interviews Disney animator Ward Kimball. Seeing Double special effects featurette. It's probably a special effects featurette about, how they showed Haley Mills West. Disney legend Haley Mills. And she is a Disney legend. A lot of people forget about Haley Mills. A lot of people out there watching this movie right now, or watching this video right now, are probably saying, who the hell is Haley Mills? Who the hell are you? Haley Mills was shit for the Parent Trap and nothing else. Okay, she wasn't not just for the Parent Trap, but Anyways, last but not least in the family films section, I got Secondhand Lions for $3.33. Another one of those 10 for 3 or 3 for $10. Sorry, pickups. And kind of a theme going on here, isn't there? I mean, in child actors, we got Shia LaBeouf, Haley Mills, and Haley Joel Osment. Ha! His name's Haley too. Ha ha ha! He's a woman. Ha ha ha! No, he's not. But he is very feminine. It's kind of weird. I'd like to see him do some more stronger roles. And by the way, Haley, come on. If you're watching this, don't be afraid to go out there and act as a freaking, an adult. Because you're pretty much an adult in this one. I mean, you weren't really totally an adult, but you were getting there, and you still did really freaking well. Don't let yourself fall into this lull that you're only a child actor and that's all you'll ever be. I mean, if you don't want to act anymore, fine. But if you do have that drive, go for it, man. Go for it. You are awesome. You're an awesome freaking actor. I would watch you in anything. I mean, if Joseph Gordon-Levitt can do it, if the kid who saw Angels can be one of the biggest freaking stars in Hollywood right now, Where are you, man? Come on. I love you. Not like that, but I do love your acting. Anyways, Secondhand Lions. It's the widescreen and full screen versions. It's a flipper disc, but it's also got some special features, and it's just a really good movie starring Robert Duvall, Michael Caine, and Haley Joel Osment. I don't care what anybody else says. It's a great movie. There's a reason that I picked up the DVD instead of the Blu-ray. Yes, I'm aware the Blu-ray exists. I'm also aware that the Blu-ray is one of the worst examples of a high definition transfer ever. I've seen it myself, and this freaking Blu-ray is an atrocity. I'm telling you, the DVD actually looks better than the freaking Blu-ray. So if you want to know why I picked up the DVD instead, the Blu-ray ain't worth fucking picking up. The Blu-ray is crap, and the DVD looks better. It's cheaper, it's better. Get the DVD of this movie if you like this movie or want to check it out. And it really is a damn good movie. And I would say it's kind of in the style of the 80s family films that I remember from growing up, you know? So maybe it's because I was kind of nostalgic for something like that. And this really is like an adventurous 80s kind of feeling family flick. And I don't know. I liked it. Secondhand Lions. That rounds off my family film collection, but I still have a few more to get to, including a few more comedy films that I'll talk about next. Catch you then. Peace. Um, was made for TV for the la 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 la. Sadly, it also contains a little guy known as frickin' what the fuck is his name now? I don't even fucking remember.